All right, welcome back to Stock Choice with Nick for this week's Midweek Movers Watch List Update. Today is June 16th. We just had the Fed meeting conclude. Thankfully, there was a lot of volatility going into that, a lot of volatility during the meeting. All they said was they have higher than expected inflation, interest rate hike going into 2023, and not much else after that. Looked for stocks that showed good relative strength during the volatility that showed some signs that we're going to be going over today. In this video, we'll go over 12 stocks with breakout potential in the last 2 days of this week, Thursday and Friday. I usually do this as a live stream, but with things opening up, instead of an hour-long live stream, try to condense this a 10-minute video so you guys are prepared for next week or for this week and have some extra time on your hands. So if you enjoyed this format, leave a comment. Let me know you like the shortened or you like the live stream and you want me to do that maybe once every other week or once a month. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I do this video on Wednesday. I'll do a trading recap on Saturday and a breakout watch list for the full week on Sunday morning. Follow me on StockTwits, Twitter. Those are the two places I post the most, and also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All those good things. Quick disclaimer, anything that I talk about is not financial advice or stock advice. This is all for educational purposes only. This is my watch list going into the rest of the week, and I'm just sharing what I find. Quick look at my current holdings. Got 70% net long invested. 16 stocks. Got stopped out of a couple today. I'm trying to get this more condensed, and the volatility today allowed me to stop me out of some trades that I had some partials left over on. So here's the Midweek Movers watch list, stocks near the pivot points, the buy points that we'll be covering today. We'll cover the setups and buy points for each of these stocks. Let me know in the comment section which you guys like the best out of these or if you take any of these trades in the next coming days. All right, let's jump to the chart. And first we have CUTR. All right, let me take off this moving average, sorry. All right, so CUTR, thinly traded name, only 80,000 shares traded today, so you really have to be careful with your position sizing on this one. Hesitant to put it on, but it was flagging out nicely after a, 68% move up, pulled back to the 8-day exponential moving average, had a little shakeout day on the 11th, then traded sideways, held up really well today. What I'm looking for is a break over that would be Monday's high of 46.85 as a possible buy point, a little bit lower in this flag. And because it's a lower volume stock, I'm going to be looking for a high relative volume trigger if I'm going to take the trade at all. I don't want to be the only one buying over the pivot. I want other people buying and pushing this stock up because with less volume, the probability that it turns against you is a little bit higher. More volume, it's more likely to work in your favor. CUTR. Next we have FUBO TV. This is one that aggressively sold off in February, March, April. Started to base out in May, turning up in June. Good volume on a couple of the big up days here, and then flagging out nicely. Let me zoom out a little bit. Around that 8-day exponential moving average. Green day today, up 2.5%. That's great relative strength. A lot of the indexes were down. A lot of the other growth stocks were down as well. So good to see that holding up. This you could take a couple different places. If we open lower, take out the high from Friday, that's an aggressive pullback buy, but then you can get a tighter stop loss, 5.5% to the low of the day. That is probably what I'd be looking for, or maybe this trade sideways on Thursday, sets up on Friday for another breakout. If you want to just wait for the break of the previous high, 31.57, it's going to be tough to put a stop placement in there. That's not just a random 5 to 7%, but got to weigh the risk of the entry versus the risk of the stop loss there for FUBO. Maybe it sets up better next week, but wanted to throw it on your list. GTX is next. Another slightly thinner traded name, 400,000 shares traded today. Up 80%, so a little bit short of the high tide flag, 90% needed, but pulled back only 14% instead of 25%. 20-day moving average is coming up to meet the 8-day exponential moving average. We just had 2 days of pulling back to that 8-day, but holding relatively well, down less than 1% today. This one, I'm just going to be waiting for a break over Monday's high. That is 822 as a possible buy point. It's GTX. HAYW. This is one that stopped me out a couple days ago. I was in through this pivot, 1, 2, 3 days right through here, got out, kind of crept forward, and then stopped me out for even. Just because I got stopped out doesn't mean it can't be another winner setting up. Since then, we pulled back on what seemed to be relatively normal volume, and then we got a reversal day, green day on heavy volume, inside day on Tuesday, and then today up 3.3% on an increase in volume. Got shut down right at that 20-day moving average, so a break over today's high, 24.43, is going to be my buy point on this one, HAYW. LPI is next. This is one, I believe it is a high type flag. Let me measure. Yeah, 158% up, 9% back. Maybe a little early in the flag here, depending on how you're looking at this. Couple relatively high selling days here. So this is another thing that's pointing me, okay, maybe we need a couple more days to flag out, or we undercut the low and set up a little bit better. But I mean, this kind of power, not giving up much, you at least want it on your watch list. Set some alerts higher. Let's see. I would just be going with a break into all-time high, 68.31 is a possible buy point, or give it the rest of the week to set up. Maybe going into next week, it'll be better. Maybe you have to put it on the Sunday's breakout watch list, right? All right, MRO, cup, putting in a handle after a little move up, 20% up. Not gonna be a monster stock or anything like that. Not much has been in this environment. If you can get 5% after your entry point, you're taking some profit off. 10%, a little bit more. 15%, maybe you're down to your last third or so. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive taking profits in taking partial positions off into profit right now. So with this one just flagging out nicely, holding that 8-day exponential moving average, and then Monday's high 13.97. Maybe you wait for 14 flat, just a round number to enter. Either of those would work. MRO. NGMS is next. Really, really strong move here on tons of volume. And then right when we get kind of to the top here, well, not to the top, but we had a pullback on less volume, creeped a little higher, and now we're starting to flag out here. We have three or four daily highs right around the same price. Let's see, 71.37, 71.06. I would... I'm going to be a little bit more cautious on this one. Probably take it 71.37, the high from June 10th. If we can get an open where we undercut the lows, like we shake everyone out and then we rally, that's tough to ask for, but it pays to be patient right now with the market being a little bit choppy. So if we can undercut the lows here and then take out the high of the day, 71.06, that could be an entry point. Lots of power on this, not giving much up, and very little volume on the pullback. NGMS, OSTK. This one, zooming out, has kind of been basing out for a while now, since August, almost a year now. So a strike against the chart. It hasn't been going anywhere. It doesn't have a ton of power, but is doing a very, very light volume pullback buy to the 20-day moving average. I think this was an inside day today. Let me check. No, slightly higher highs, higher lows, which, I mean, that's better than an inside day, but less volume. Sitting on that 20-day moving average twice, we've touched that. So this is just going to be a quick break over today's high. 89.65 is a possible buy point. I'm not 100% sure on this one. Maybe not one I'll take. Maybe I'll alert this, see if this can break out, give me more confidence in the market, but a setup to watch. OVV is next. Zoomed out, you got the 250.28 all in the right order. Had a 30% move up here, pulled back, volume lightened up here, to that 8-day exponential moving average that I like. I think we actually broke the high and then squatted a little bit. Yeah, so 32.05, high of today would be the entry point on this OVV. Got 3 more for you. If you're enjoying the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I make 3 trading videos a week. PAVM. So got to zoom out a little bit here. Had that nice move on heavy volume, then everything got erratic through here. Let's see here. We just had a 70% move up, pulled back on absolutely dead volume through here. So look at Look at that. That's nice. Not much going on. Then people coming back in. Today was an inside day. So a break over yesterday's high, 617 is going to be my buy point on this one. Similarly, I would want to see a heavier volume come in with the break over that point. We're going to be right there at the open unless something goes on after hours. So we'll see how this opens and react to that. Next we have SUP sub, 200-day, 50, 28, all in the right order. We had this nice 101% move up, pulled back to the 8-day exponential moving average, only 12%, so qualifies for that high tight flag. Dead volume these 2 days. Then we had a little breakout on Tuesday, inside day today on Wednesday with lighter volume. So looking for a break over yesterday's high, 923 as a possible buy point right through here. And finally, we have VCEL. This is a good example of one that we undercut a bunch of the lows and then we take out the previous day's high. We even took out the pivot's high. So this is one where you could have bought with a break over June 14th high of 58.59 as this pulled back and then bounced off the 20, bounced off the 50, rallied into the close over that pivot point. So basically what I want to see is, can we open lower than the high today and then take out the high? Because zooming out, you got that 250, 20 right at the same spot and 8 turning up now. Good shakeout and it looks like we're going. So if we can open lower, take out the high today, 59.83, that's going to be the buy point. All right, that's the midweek movers, 12 stocks for you near pivot points. Set alerts for any of these. Let me know in the comments which one you like the best and any that you end up trading. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel. I make 2 watch list videos, one on Sunday morning, one on Wednesday, and a trading recap of all the things that I did well, all the things that I didn't do well, all the things that I need to learn and continue on to be a better trader. Those happen Saturday morning. Give me a follow on StockTwits, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I will see you guys Saturday for the trading recap. Hopefully we can end this week strong.